Alright, let's look at the homework 8, problem number 22. Alright, so we have price function and also cost function. And for part A, we want to find a price so that we can maximize the weekly revenue. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so revenue function is simply R of X is equal to price times the number of units sold or produced. So this is going to be, so P is already given here, so it's a 400 times X and a negative 0.1 X and another X, so X squared. Alright, so this is a quadratic function and it's a facing down parabola. The maximum occurs at the vertex. So we can just find the critical number. So R prime of X is equal to, this is going to be 400 and it's going to be negative 0.2x. Right, so we set that equal to 0 and we get, let's see, we're going to subtract 400 from both sides. You get the negative 0.2x is equal to negative 400. Right, then we can isolate x by multiply both sides by negative 5. So it's going to be negative negative cancel out. 0.2 times 5 is 1, so it's going to be just x is equal to 2,000. Right, so when x equals 2,000, it's going to be the maximum. So let's type it in. Right, so it should produce 2,000 phones, right, each week, and a price of, we have to find a price too. So the price at x equals 2,000 is going to be 400 minus 0.1 times 2,000 is 400 minus 200, so it's going to be 200, right? So, whoops, sorry. And here, right, 200, so $200, right? Check the answer, right? We got that. Right, maximum weekly revenue is, so we have to find the revenue, right? So price is, 2,000. So revenue at X is 2,000. It's going to be, we already found the P, so it's a P. 200 times and times x. X is 2,000, so 2,000. Right, so 2 times 2 is 4, so we have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we have 400,000. Right, so it's going to be 400,000. Right, check the answer. Right, we got that. Right, part B. What price should be the company charge for the phones and to maximize the weekly profit? Right, so here we want to maximize the weekly profit. So remember that the profit function is going to be revenue function minus the cost function, right? So this is going to be, so revenue function was, let's see, 400x minus 0.1x squared. And then we have to subtract the cost. So it's going to be minus, cost function is 25,000 and minus 140x. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Let's see, this is going to be, so I'm going to have negative 0.1x squared. So that's the x squared term. X term would be 400x minus 140. So it's going to be 260x. Right? Then we have minus 25,000. Alright, so let's try to maximize again. This is going to be a parabola and facing down. We know that a vertex would be the maximum. So we find the critical number p prime of x is equal to, derivative of that is negative 0.2x plus 260, right? So set that equal to 0. So this is going to be, let's see, I'm going to subtract 260. So negative 0.2x is equal to negative 260. Then we can multiply by negative 5. All right, multiply by negative 5, so we get x is equal to, all right, so we're going to get 0, and 5 times 6 is 30, and 2 times 5 is 10, so 1300, right? So we have 1300, and also the price is going to be, price P is going to be 400 minus 0.1 times 1300. So it's a 400 minus a 130, so it's going to be 270, right? So price is 270. All right, let's check the answer. All right, we got that. All right, maximum weekly profit would be, so here, the profit is going to be P of 1300. All right, so this is going to be, all right, so revenue is going to be, let's see, price is 270, so we already found that. Multiply by x is 1300, so that would be the revenue. And then we need to subtract, so 25, let's see, 2500, sorry, 25,000 minus 140 times 1300. Right, so what's that? All right, so let's compute that. I'm going to just use the calculator here. All right, so we're going to have 270 times 1300, right, minus 25,000, right, minus 140 times 1300. Right, it came out to be 144,000. So it's 144,000. Right, so let's type that in. 144,000. Right, let's check the answer. Right, we got that. Right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.